Hello, everybody. I see Luma and Kyra have joined. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please let me know, Luma, if you can hear me all right just before I start. Just want to make sure you can hear me clearly. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. that kind of seems to be your role. You're always the first one here, Luma. So you are in charge of letting me know if the audio quality is okay. But yeah, welcome and welcome, Maki. I just saw that you joined. I hope everybody is doing well. How's your day going so far, everybody? That's good to hear. I'm glad your day is going well. So, as you can tell by today's stream title, I'm going to be doing another New Year piece. However, this one I will be drawing Niel because they're sort of the mascot here, and I feel like I definitely need to do an art piece with them, so that's what we will be doing today. Ooh, Maki, you definitely have to send pictures. I would absolutely love to see that. Any particular pattern or colors that you're using for that bracelet? Just out of curiosity, because the last one that you wore when you visited, that one was super pretty. So I very curious. Oh, you're doing one for Year of the Rabbit. I definitely want pictures. Please, absolutely send pictures because I would love to see that for sure. Like 1,000%, I want to see that. What kind of colors are you going to be using for that one? Is it going to be like because I know usually red and gold are associated with that because they're supposed to be like really auspicious colors for the new year. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Luma. I always hate when something like that happens because it's like, why would you do this out of nowhere? Like, you were working just fine and then you all of a sudden you want to reset yourself. Like, okay. Like, thanks for the thing I absolutely did not need. Oh, that's gonna be super cool. Yeah, I want pictures of that. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I'm not 100% familiar with like the technological workings of a router, but like since they are connected to the internet, I wouldn't be surprised if it could catch something from like a device that's hooked up to it. Oh, your mom wants to make one for the whole zodiac? That would be cool. And yeah, that would be legit super cool. Let's see. There is a reason why I'm making these circles. But might not be too obvious right now. That is the wrong brush. I still get confused on what day of the week it is. I almost forgot today was Wednesday. I was thinking it was like Tuesday for some reason, which probably a good thing that it isn't, but My week, well, I mean, technically it's only the middle of the week, so I did get my hair done today, so that was nice. Um, I so I'm really mad though. So unrelated to the hair thing because my hairstylist is amazing. Um, but on the way home, I was I was playing Pokemon Go, and it's because I know you kind of play Luma, but you know how there's that 15-minute incense that they give to all players once a day for free. So if you use that incense, there is a very small chance that one of the legendary trio birds will show up. So Galarian Moltres, Galarian Zapdos, and Galarian Articuno have a very, very small chance of appearing if you are using that incense. Well, today, a certain bird showed up and immediately decided to run away after I tried to catch it. And I am very very salty about it right now. So this guy showed up. This is this is my actual screenshot. I took this earlier today. And Galarian Zapdos, who is my favorite of the trio, actually finally showed up for me. And I was super excited about it because one, I actually found one of them, and two, it happened to be my favorite of the three. And I used a golden raspberry and an ultra ball, and it immediately broke out and proceeded to run away. As you can imagine, I was not thrilled about this, and I am still very, very, very salty about it because quite frankly that was incredibly rude of this darn bird to just run away like that. Like they already have a low enough capture rate, and they very rarely appear, and then you give them a very small capture rate. Like, why did they think this was a good idea? Like, this is not even an incense that you can buy more of. Like, you only get one of these for 15 minutes every day. Yeah. Yeah, Maki, that's kind of what it felt like. Like, oh shit, you actually found me. Time to go. But yeah, so that's what happened today, and I took this screenshot so I can be salty about it. But Jello and Amy got to hear me complain already. And I will not continue ranting about it for right now, but that's what happened today. And I did forget to say, but welcome to the stream, Jello. I'm glad that you were able to make it. Since you came in a little after, I am doing another New Year's piece, but this one is going to be featuring Yale. Because I feel like I definitely need to do one with them at least, so. But yeah, I do have to say though, Luma, that you did a really, really good job with the I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Garganical or however it's pronounced. You did a really good job with that. So I do want to state that openly because you really did do a good job with that. Do feel like I made the arm slightly too long. At this point, it's kind of hard not to be spoiled because the game's already been out for almost 2 months now. Yeah, I haven't I haven't played it in a good while, Jello, so you haven't really missed anything new. I've mostly been focusing on art stuff, so that's why. Bunnies or beans? No worries, Jello. Is it from the place that you took me to when I visited last time? Nice. They do have very good pasta, so excellent choice. It wouldn't be Year of the Bunny if I didn't actually include bunnies in here. Oh, yeah, Luma. It's just part of the soundtrack. We haven't actually had thunderstorms since it's been months now since we had the last one. We don't get them very often because the mountains usually kind of don't really allow them in here. I feel like I should make this one a lop-eared. Lop-eared bunnies are cute. We'll see how many times Metabang decides to freeze on me today. Well, it's not so much that is it's mostly been freezing because I'm doing a really really large canvas size. If I was doing my normal canvas size, I wouldn't be having that issue. So my normal canvas size is 2000 by 2000 pixels. Um, this one is 6000 by 4000 pixels, which is, it's 3 times bigger. So it's a lot bigger of a canvas size, and that makes it a little harder on my computer, or the program, not so much the computer itself. Um, so that does play into a big part of it. If you were to go to like an even larger file size, which some people do just because that's the nature of their project, it can severely make the program very laggy. So while it's good to have some big canvas sizes, you do have to be careful about it, just because um, it can um, cause some problems in that it'll slow things down quite a bit. That was a bad line. Hi, Thor. And what are you doing up here, sir? We were temporarily joined by a doggo. And back downstairs he goes. That's not quite right. They are actually the same exact size because I duplicated the layer. So they are literally the same exact size, but the sketch kind of makes it look like it's a different size. But they are actually the same exact size. I duplicated the layer. Although I do think I need to move one eye over. I think I need to move this one over. But yeah, if you look, they're the same exact size. It's one of the it's kind of a weird optical illusion caused by the sketch, and that's something that happens to me often, where it looks like the size is off, but I know that it's not because I duplicated the exact same layer so that they would be the same size. It just the sketch makes it look a little off because the sketch itself is a little off size because I didn't use a shape tool to make that. So that's why it looks a little off. But they are the exact same size, I promise. Because if I turn this off, then you can see. So the sketch makes it look a little off. Yeah, it sometimes it'll look really off because of the sketch, because basically it kind of messes with your vision almost, in that it's kind of like it's competing, and that's part of why I turned down the opacity of the sketches, is because it makes it a little harder to see what I'm doing when I have the sketch and the final lines kind of competing for visibility. That is kind of part of the reason why I use the shape tools, is that I know things are consistently sized, and then duplicating the layer so that they're exactly matching instead of getting something that's kind of close, because that absolutely drives me up the wall. There was a faint little line there for some reason. The neck. Oh, so that's actually what I had done on their original design. Let me pull that up real quick. So you're probably talking about whoops. You're talking about this right here, and it's literally it's nothing important. When I designed Niel, I was looking at clothing items that are actually available on Animal Crossing New Horizons, and on this black tank top item, it does have this little like tag necklace thing on it as part of the shirt. So I just included that when I first drew them because it was an actual item from Animal Crossing. But as you can see on me right now, I'm not wearing that, and that's mostly because I didn't think it was really necessary. I mean, I do wear tank tops a lot, but the necklace was just kind of there to be there when I originally drew that. But yeah, so it's really nothing like important or anything. It's just kind of there to be there because it was on the official Animal Crossing item. Which I guess is not really a exciting answer, but it is what it is. Just a random little fact, I guess. The necklace was originally inspired by an actual outfit in Animal Crossing. And now you know. That I did actually know. Because a lot of the villagers are typically the same exact model with just texture differences, aside um, from the ones that are obviously meant to be different. Which I think is it's pretty smart, honestly, especially when there's supposed to be so many villagers. Um, it does make it easier that it's the same model and just a different retexture, and it's done well enough that it doesn't look cheap or bad. So to be honest, I really don't mind it. It is time for the bun buns. Since we're on the topic of Animal Crossing, do you guys have a favorite villager? Or if you're not very familiar with Animal Crossing and don't really have a favorite villager, is there a style of villager that you like the animal type? Like, do you like the cats? Do you like the bunnies? I do actually have a favorite villager in Animal Crossing, and that would be Frida. I love Frida with my entire soul because one, she is a sheep, but two, she is a fast food themed sheep, and her wool literally looks like French fries, and she wears a food shirt, and I love her so much. I watched her get into a fight with one of my snooty villagers, and it was the best thing ever. Yeah, let me pull up her picture because you guys have to appreciate just how adorable her design is. Like I finally found her again after starting over on Animal Crossing, and I cannot tell you just exactly how excited I was to see her again. So this is Frida, and she is my absolutely favorite Animal Crossing villager, and I'm so sad that there's like zero merch of her because I would want it so bad. But I love her so much. She's got like a little hamburger design, and her wool looks like French fries, and she's got a little hot dog shirt. Like she's so adorable, and she's got freckles, which like I love freckles. So Frida is absolutely one of my tip top favorite villagers. Because I kind of have a sheep bias on Animal Crossing. I love the sheep. Um, so when I got her as one of my first villagers when I played Animal Crossing New Horizons for the first time, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best sheep ever." And I was really sad when I started over on Animal Crossing because I was like, that means I'm going to lose her. But in a weird twist of fate, I ended up finding her on an island when I was looking for a new villager, and I immediately moved her in because again she is my favorite, and it was like it was fate. She was meant to be back on my island, and I am so glad that I was able to find her because she is the best sheep for sure, 1,000%. Like I do think the other sheep designs on Animal Crossing are cute. Like I really do. But Frida is, as far as I'm concerned, Frida is like top tier, my favorite sheep. And I'm so sad that they don't have any merch of her because she's literally a fast food sheep. Like how is that like not marketable, especially in America when fast food is like our biggest thing. So it's just kind of very unfortunate that there's nothing out there of her. And she has the perfect amount of sass too. Like she does not take any crap from anybody, and it's just the greatest thing ever. Like seriously, when she got into it with one of my snooty villagers, it was because they were pretty much like talking down to her about like wearing like brand name clothing or something, and Frida just kind of went off saying like how none of that is important. And I was just like, yeah, Frida, go girl. And it was great. So yeah, I am totally not biased about Frida or anything. But do you guys have a either a favorite villager or a favorite animal type villager that you like? So like, again, if you like the rabbits or the dogs or the horses. I mostly did it because a friend of mine was starting over and she didn't want to start over by herself, so that's why I did it. Um, but and honestly, I didn't like the layout of my island, so for me, it was kind of a good thing to start over. Um, Plus, I was like, I knew I could get her back somehow. Like it wasn't impossible to get her back, obviously, as I did get her back. Um, so it wasn't like a major ordeal. You like the cat villagers? That's honestly fair. I mean, obviously, I like them too because, you know, I'm my little nail here is obviously stylized after them. Um, they do have a really fun design, and I like the way that they're shaped. So that was partially what made me make Niel a cat, was because I really like the way that they're shaped. Um, so they are excellent, an excellent choice there for sure. Little buns. They really are, and it's funny because if you look at a real life octopus, they don't look anything like that. But obviously, they had to take liberties with the design because, like, you got to make them like personable, I guess. You got to kind of anthropomorphize them. Yeah, that's fair, Maki. I honestly think you would probably like the bunnies too, Maki, because they also have really cute designs. I It's honestly really funny that you say that, Luma, because you are absolutely right. Oh no, they were closed. Oh, that sucks. Were you able to find something else instead? Oh, thank you both. I was definitely aiming for cute, so I'm glad that I succeeded. Well, you know what, Luma, I 1,000% agree with you, because I would absolutely love a plushie of them, and I know exactly who I would go to for that, but I don't have the money for it, unfortunately. But there is a person who I would immediately run to if I had that as an option. So yeah, yeah, I am thinking of, though, of doing something kind of like what Jello did, um, like doing art for shirts or something, and letting you guys be able to buy that if you guys are interested. But I would need some um, definite interest in that before I proceeded. But I do think it would be fun to have Neil on a shirt, especially because technically they are not. Uh, they're just a cat, so they're not. They're not a character that would get marked for copyright infringement. So Um, yeah, exactly, Jello. Um, so I wouldn't really have to worry about getting in trouble. Um, so it is something that I would like to do in the future. Um, so one day though, one day. Because I would have to come up with designs for that. So I would have to figure that out. Well, I'm kind of more safe than Jello because Niall is not. Uh, they are not from a. Um, they're not from any known IP, so they kind of are a there's nothing to get in trouble over them for, so yeah. Honestly, you know what, I would gladly welcome you taking that over because I know there would be some really necessary, and I just realized I did these in the wrong order. Sigh. I did this last time too when I made my little PNG tuber of Neil where I did the eye colors on the wrong side. I don't know why I do that. It is, but because it's a cat, it's just a cat. It was inspired by Animal Crossing, but they are not an actual Animal Crossing character. They are just a cat that I created. So technically, they do not belong to any IP. They are just a character that I created. So I am safe. Yeah, I still haven't fixed that yet. But that's mostly because I would have to redo the GIFs. But I do plan on fixing that at some point. And it was actually you, Luma, who caught that. So I do appreciate that you let me know because major blunder on my part. Technically, no, it's not the reason that that I haven't been playing because Duskby I initially introduced on here because of Halloween. So it was more time based than anything. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it would have been caught eventually, anyways. But it was good that you spotted it and let me know because it was literally just me doing it in the wrong order. So. Hi, Kyra. Thank you. That's such a cute little emoji with the little heart. That's so cute. I hope that you are doing well, Kyra. You have a quotable quote for me? What? Oh, wow. Okay. Final Fantasy VII may be the single most divisive game in RPG history. There are those who think of it as the best RPG ever, while still having no equal, while others consider it the most overrated piece of trash ever. Either way, both sides agree. It is definitely one of the games of all time. You know, they're not wrong. It's definitely a game that, ironically, I have never played it, but it is the only Final Fantasy that I know even a smidgen about. And that was mostly because I watched somebody else play some of it, and so I thought it was a very fascinating game. And even for the time, the graphics for like the cutscenes were still really, really good for their time, in my opinion. And Square Enix has honestly, like, why are you doing this? They honestly are amazing when it comes to their visual graphics. That Fortran, yeah, it's I mean, in general, graphics have come a long way from where they used to be, and it amazes me. It never ceases to amaze me when I see the graphics for some of the games today, and especially since I went to college for media arts and animation, and I had friends who were in the video game major in game design. They were in the game design major, and so a lot of our classes were the same. We learned a lot of the same stuff, and it's very fascinating to me seeing how it all works. And it's definitely come a long way from where it used to be. So, like, I'm always amazed to see how it all is nowadays. It'll never cease to amaze me, honestly. Oh, that's a mood, Jello. That is a mood. More polygons than we have brain cells. Oh boy, I feel that. Yeah, I honestly haven't played in a while because I honestly find it very intimidating. I am not a PC gamer, and I find the controls very complex for me, which it's kind of dumb, but I honestly find the gameplay style very intimidating. Jello. I hear what you say, Maki, but with the way that my brain works, and I honestly don't know if it's the ADHD or what, but if I find myself intimidated by something, it's really, really hard to get me to play it or do it, which is very much a reason why I have not completed Breath of the Wild, is because I found it very, very intimidating, and that has made it incredibly difficult for me. Why you don't play Minecraft? I mean, I've played Minecraft, but I did play it on my Switch, so it was a little different for me, I think, and I honestly didn't mind it. I haven't played in a very long time, but I didn't struggle with it too much. But like Breath of the Wild was very intimidating for me. That I don't see that happening for a good while. I legitimately have not played in probably over a year. Like I honestly don't remember the last time that I opened it. Um I do remember the last time I played, um I strolled away too far from my house and I got lost. And then I ended up dying and losing all my items because I wasn't paying attention, and I couldn't get them back because I didn't know where it was that I had died at. So that was that was certainly an experience. It was an experience for sure. Let's see, what color should I make these bunnies? Let him keep the mustache. That's certainly a choice they made. A baby wizard? That's an interesting choice. Oh, that's funny. He just wants to hang out, man. He needs a break. Larry needs a break. We are not giving Larry a hard time. I do think that's funny though. I'll have to look that up. That's oddly specific. Just donkey. That's interesting. Who could still fly? Because why not? Huh. Those are some interesting development choices. Probably for the best. So that's where it came from. Because Yoshi is magic and can do whatever he wants. I choose not to question anything that Yoshi can do because, as far as I'm concerned, he's a magical little dragon that does whatever he wants. Jill's like, wait, I have the information. I have the science and the math here. Oh, that was off. Well, that's because Yoshi is able to do anything and make it look cool. That doesn't surprise me. That would have been Thor. That was Thor being mouthy. It's just this mic seems to pick it up. Hey, I didn't say I was a good cat. I mean, this is a cat that has grown up with dogs all their life, so you know there might be a little confusion at times. Don't pick on me. It's a cat with an identity crisis. I mean, that would make sense, honestly, in my opinion. That's because Yoshi is godlike and cannot be phased. Well, that's unfortunate. Yes, Sunshine. We've already had this discussion, but that honestly freaked me out when I was a kid. that if Yoshi fell into the water, it would just like let out an anguishing cry and then just turn into goo and disappear. Like that was like, oh my gosh. And I always felt super horrible if I let Yoshi fall into the water by accident. That was always so horrible. The first time it happened, I was just like, oh my god, what did I do? Yoshi, I'm sorry. I don't think anybody was thinking when they made that game, because there was a lot of problems there. That if you wanted to rant, I'm sure Jello would more than be happy to do so, because hey, like I said, only if you want a rant. Because me and Jello already had a very in-depth conversation about that particular game and its issues. Yeah. I do remember you making that comment. Honestly, Jello totally could do that. Absolutely, 1000%. Let Jello be like, alright, today's topic is games that absolutely drive me up the wall, and I'm now going to rant about every terrible thing about these games for the next 5 hours. Which is not a bad thing. I am not saying this in a negative fashion at all, Jello. Please note this. If you ever want me to rant about a bad game, just bring up Pokemon Dash. Because that game was not a game that ever should have existed. By far the worst Pokemon game in existence. It was bad. It was. I bought it. I literally bought it because I was like, oh, it's a Pokemon game. It's a Pokemon racing game. That should be fun. And then it proceeded to be the worst thing that I couldn't even get through the fucking tutorial. And you know, when if you can't get through the tutorial, that in itself is not a good sign. Because the way that you had to do the controls was so convoluted and annoying and difficult. It was just like, why did you do this? I do not understand what the thought process was for this. So yeah, Pokemon Dash, worst Pokemon game ever that never should have existed. Hands down, worst. 0 out of 10. Negative infinity out of 10, bad. It was just awful. Like, no. You're fired. You know, whenever I reach that point, I do need to make some emotes, but I'll get to that when it happens. I mean, that's probably a good thing, though, Luma, that you haven't experienced a game that's been awful. Yeah, there's some pretty bad games out there. I always hated back on Super Mario Sunshine. I always hated the levels where you were like super high in the sky, like the bird one, where you're on the legendary sandbird or whatever it was called. That level gave me horrible anxiety, and I hated the like the secret room ones where you had to get through the platforms to the end. Those ones always gave me anxiety because trying not to fall off the platforms or whatever you're on to get to the end was just so agonizingly like painful, and I would always flinch if I thought I was gonna fall, which honestly did not make it easy to play. Yeah, those levels were not fun for me in the slightest. I honestly hated those levels the most. I mean, it would make for an interesting stream, though, right? You just want to see if they'll do some more amazing crying animations, right? Gosh, that was so funny. Man, when you got to that part and it was just like boo hoo hoo and just like that, oh my gosh, that was so bad. It was hilarious. A stream agenda for the year? Are you? I mean, like, are you talking about like? Um, I mean, I still plan on keeping with Wednesdays and Sundays, at 5 p.m. Unless something comes up like it did today, in which case I might push it a little later. Um, but yeah, Wednesdays and Sundays at 5. That I did not know. If anybody had any idea of that existing, it would probably be Maki, honestly. Please change this to memory card full. I don't think I make that decision. Oh, that's funny. Oh, geez. I'm guessing that led to some problems. You did send me that, and I did see it. I did see those, which I thought it was really funny that there was like an angry one because it made me think of Riley. Even Metapod has one? That's kind of funny. It's stored with the wow. That's odd. It doesn't even show. Pokemon Quest, oh, yeah. I got so bored with it because you can't really do anything because the Pokemon just kind of move on their own. Like, you're not even playing a game, really. Like, you can literally set the controller down and watch TV and it completely ignore your game and it just plays itself, which, what's the point? And yeah, the designs were just awful, honestly. And I honestly, yeah, that was another one right up there with Pokemon Dash that was a should never have existed sort of deal. Um because like there's really no point to it. And yeah, it that one was really bad. It's the same as that one. Thank you kindly. I'm trying to figure out now, because I need to add a background, trying to decide what color. Maybe I'll do like a pale. Oh, that's wrong light. See that? That's not what I want. Forgot about that one. That could work. Yeah, they're moving around because you guys can't see. I have a text window up, and I am trying to decide on a font, which I think I might try this one and see how it looks. What is going on here? Why is there like... Oh, that's why. Well, that font needs to be a lot bigger. It's not really... I guess that could work. I think that's a little more readable. No worries, Jello. I'm glad that you were able to join in. And I am almost done with this. right now I'm just kind of smoothing out the lines because they look a little choppy. Alright, well, with that, I think I will call it finished. And I will be uploading this to the Discord chat so that you guys can see it. But with that, I will go ahead and call this stream finished. But thank you everybody for joining in, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night. And I hope to see you again on Sunday, which I am aiming to start at 5. The only reason that I started at 6 was because I got home a little later than expected, and I needed to eat before I started the stream, so we started at 6. But Sunday should be 5 p.m. But other than that, everybody take care and have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining the stream.